Alright guys, it is time to review Once Upon a Time Season 4, Episode 4, The Apprentice. Oh my god, I'm dying. Oh god, get off my face! Now, for those who have seen my past 3 reviews, you can tell that I am not a big fan of Mr. Gold. He's not really my favorite character at all after he killed Zelena. Now, you can say Zelena deserved to die, and I'm not going to get into a Zelena is innocent debate or she should be living. However, he is not my favorite character. Rumpelstiltskin, in the past is very interesting and I like him, but this is a Gold and Hook episode. Hook-centric episodes are anything but my favorite. Captain Hook is a really cool character, but I like him with Emma specifically, and those type of tag teams that they do, even him with Charming, but full-on Hook-centric episodes, no. And this episode is also very focused on Mr. Gold. It's not that amazing to me. The flashback with Rumpelstiltskin and Anna, very cool, and there was a lot of cool references to Fantasia. I'll talk about the flashback first because that was actually my favorite part of the episode. The flashback starts off when we see Zozo. Zozo? Z-O-S-O. Anyway, we see him and he is a dark one and he tries to steal that box, which is the hat. And he fails. So after Zozo fails, and a little bit while later, probably a couple centuries, Rumpelstiltskin tricks Anna into helping him steal the hat. He tricks her by making her think she has a poison, and she doesn't. It's actually an antidote. And then the apprentice turns into a mouse. Clearly a reference to Mickey Mouse, because the Sorcerer's Apprentice is a mouse. It's a mouse, obviously. Anna then gets angry at Rumpelstiltskin because he tricked her, and then Rumpelstiltskin goes down to take the box. Anna cries, and the pose she's in is the same pose from Do You Want to Build a Snowman at the end of it where she's crying. Then the mouse bites Rumpel on the hand because he's holding the dagger and the dagger falls out, and then Rumpel loses the dagger. Anna picks it up and she quickly learns what the dagger does and its control over Rumpel is. He asks her to return her back to Arendelle, and he gives her the truth about why her parents were there. The reason why her parents were there, for those who haven't known or those who haven't seen the episode yet, and I hope you all do because this is a big spoiler, is they are afraid of Elsa and they want to get rid of her magic. I actually don't like the fact that her parents want to take away her magic because in Frozen, it's her parents' fault that her magic became so unstable because they told her to conceal it, don't feel it. That's a problem. Magic needs to be explored. It cannot be suppressed. Anyway, Rumpel then sends Anna home and he turns the apprentice back into a man. And that's pretty much the end of the flashback. Anna and Kristoff reunite and they're happy. The flashback was probably the most interesting part of the episode. Then in Storybook, we have the beginnings of Operation Mongoose and Regina and Henry trying to figure out how to break the curse on Marion. Now, I will say this, Season 4, minus the intro episode to Regina, has been very lacking. I said that, I think, in my last review, and I'm hoping in the next episode, or next week's episode, it will be better, and we'll have more Regina and more Emma time. Now, besides Regina and Henry discussing how to unfreeze Marion and a little bit of Operation Mongoose, Henry says to Regina he'll pretty much go undercover and trick Rumpel into hiring him, and then make Rumpel somehow tell him who wrote the book. I like that. I do like this relationship between Regina and Henry. It's really cool. I just want it to be developed more. Honestly, the whole Mr. Gold, Rumpelstiltskin thing was not the coolest part of this episode. I just was not liking it at all. The date between the two of them was really nice. It had the two of them, obviously Mr. Gold and Rumpelstiltskin, between Emma and Hook when they're at that Italian restaurant, and it has a couple Lady and the Tramp references, which was pretty cool. And the date was nice, and Hook is wearing normal clothes. After Gold reattached his hand, he tells him that the hand will cause him to have bad feelings or, kind of revert him back to being a pirate. But it's all in Hook's head. It's mind over matter, and his mind really took over his able to be good, even though he really is a good man. And then Rumpel is pretty much blackmails him, and then they go find the Sorcerer's Apprentice, and then, Rumpel turns the apprentice into some kind of energy matter, which sucks him into the hat, and then following sucking him into the hat, he changes the tape, because apparently this old man has security footage in his house. Why? Please someone explain why. We don't know. And then following that, he blackmails him again. He's like, you owe me favors forever because you threatened me in my marriage. Now, Mr. Gold does not deserve a happy ending. If you guys like Mr. Gold, please tell me why you like him. I just don't see anything appealing about him anymore. He's not fun. He's interesting, but he's just so not what I like anymore. He's just not, I don't know. I don't even have words to describe my dislike of him. Then also other parts of the episode, we see little bits of Mary Margaret, Elsa, and David together. I actually liked, after Emma came home from her date, how Mary Margaret and David are waiting for her to come home. Then the knave from Once Upon a Time Wonderland is holding an Alice in Wonderland book. He broke into the library and he has a picture of the Red Queen. I do know enough about Once Upon a Time Wonderland that Anastasia was the Red Queen and she was Will's love. So I wonder if Anastasia will be coming back. What do you guys think about that? This was not an amazing episode to me. For people who are fans of Captain Hook and Rumple, you would really love it. But I want to know more about the Snow Queen. That's who I care about. I do not care about what's going on with Rumpelstiltskin anymore or Mr. Gold. He's just not that important to me. I'm looking for the Snow Queen, the mystery buildup. There was nothing that went on in the mystery. There was that one scene where the Snow Queen makes ice on the road and Emma's car spins and then Emma sees her and then she vanishes and then she loses track of her. Next week's preview looks like an amazing episode because we have Regina, Elsa, Emma all going up against the Snow Queen and she ends it with building a snowman. So that was pretty cool. But for a rating of this episode, I would give it a 3 out of 5. It just wasn't an amazing Once Upon a Time episode. The first 3 episodes are so much better. They're all 4s, 5s, and 4.5 out of 5. I think each one is actually that in a row, more or less. I just didn't find this episode to be that awesome. I was actually a little bored during it. The flashback was probably the best part of it, and I was hoping something else would happen with the Snow Queen. All we do know about the Snow Queen is that she was not there in the first curse or the second curse, so why is she there? Hopefully that will be addressed next week. I still think the episode was good. It's watchable. I mean, a 3 is watchable. I mean, a 1 or a 2 is a no, don't watch it. It was horrible. And I don't think any of the Once Upon a Time episodes I'll watch will ever get a 1 or a 2. But I just don't see this episode as being an amazing piece of Once Upon a Time history. So what do you guys think? Do you think it was a good episode? What do you expect from the future episodes to come? Let me know in the comments below. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys thought. And I'm out of here. And bye-bye, guys.